So within LAMP Words for Life, you are able to do recorded speech, meaning you can record either your personal speech or like a recording of a song or a part of a show. This can be really important for our Gestalt Language Processors since prosody and intonation are very important in stage 1 and stage 2 of their development. And so if you're using LAMP Words for Life, this is a feature that you can use and can be really helpful. And so I'm going to give you an example of where you can program a Gestalt and how you would use recorded speech. So, for example, there was a colleague of mine who had a student who really loved that "I want to eat apples and bananas" song, and that is how they communicated that they were hungry and they wanted to eat. The issue is that whenever it was said with synthesized speech or with even another adult saying it or singing it, it wasn't good enough. It had to be the exact intonation of the song. So this would be a perfect example of if that person was using LAMP Words for Life, you would want to use recorded speech with the part of the song. So what I have ahead of time is I pulled up on my phone the Apples and Banana song, and I have it ready to just play that one sentence. I don't want to play the whole song, just that one sentence. So I have it ready to play. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the little eat section. So you want to honor the mode of plan and program things where the single words that are related might be. So with eating, you have the apple button that is fifth across on the bottom line, and it leads you to this kind of word tree of everything related to eating. Not only the nouns, so all the food items, but you also have all the grammatical pieces along with all of these other verbs, like grow, bite, chew, all that stuff that's related to eating. So where I'm going to program this Gestalt is right under the eat button. To get to editing mode, you go to the right-hand corner of the top right-hand corner where it says menu, and you go to edit page, and you'll see you only want to edit the blank pages, and it will actually tell you, or blank buttons, and it will actually tell you which ones are blank. You click on a blank button, create new button. I usually don't have a button message if it's going to play a song or something. I just have an image that's related, but you could put in button message. You could type anything that you want, and it will show up in the button message as well. You can also get rid of the label and only have a button message, which is kind of nice, so it'll only say something without having it written out. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to import an image from my image library, and I'm going to do the little apples and bananas guy. What you can also do is select an image and kind of look up eating related images. Try to make it different from the one that says eat, but you can always pick one to kind of relate eating to this song. So you can do it either way. But I'm going to stick with this little image. Then I'm going to go all the way to the bottom where it has button actions. So that is what the button itself is going to do. Right now it is set to speak the message, meaning that if it had "I want to eat apples and bananas," the synthesized speech, so that's just the voice inside the AAC system, will just say that. I don't want it to do that. I want it to play a recorded speech. So I'm going to press on that action, and it will give me all of these options. So what I'm going to do is scroll up a little bit, and there's an option that says play recorded speech. Right under it, it says record speech. You do not want that one. That one, every time you press the button, it'll have you record speech. That's not very helpful. You want it to play an already recorded message. So you press on that, and you have the option to record a sound or use an existing sound. So an existing sound would be like in your image library or in your library, something that you already have. But I'm going to record a new sound from the song itself. So what you do is you press on record a sound, and then you'll see that you want to press record, which is that red button, and then you're going to press that again when you're done recording. You want to allow access to microphone.
I like to eat apples and bananas.
So you have to then press the little button that has the square on it, which is the third button across to finish the recording. And so what I'm going to do is name this recording Apples and Bananas, because then you can use it later on if you ever need to. I'm going to save it. Now it's going to play the Apples and Banana recorded speech that I just did. I'm going to save this. So now you see it's a new button. And I'm going to click done in the top left hand corner. And so you see now it's out of that little zone that was red, and now it's ready to use. And so when you click that, it will use that song.
I like to eat apples and bananas.
So we'll only say that one part. Preferably, you saw that there's a little pause at the beginning and a little pause at the end. I was trying to get a couple things going while I was doing this video. You really don't want to have pauses. You want to make sure that it plays as soon as you press record and it's done as soon as you're done. Otherwise, that can be a little bit frustrating for the student. So just make sure that is really set. But other than that, you can really record anything, including a parent's voice, a teacher's voice, a student's voice that the child really likes. You can really get creative with that. Really helpful for stage 1 and stage 2. You don't have to use this, but for a student like the example I gave, it probably would really help.